What's up, you guys? Now this video is gonna be a little bit more different from my usual videos. Now on this video, I'm gonna take you guys on a shopping tour. Yep, that's right, an Instacart shopping tour. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I do Instacart orders. So let's take a trip with me inside of the grocery store. Now for this order was for Kroger's. So I'm gonna show you guys what I do from start to finish when I'm shopping for Instacart. Okay, so I see that I have 22 items to shop for, but I like to start on the aisle numbers first. So what I do is I start and grab all of the dry goods like dog food or canned goods or tortillas or sodas, beverages. And then I work my way over to produce, and then I work my way over to the dairy and the meat and ice cream and popsicles and things like that. So I see that I have to go to aisle number 1 to get the Mission Estilo Tostada tortillas. Those are the crunchy tortillas. So I'm going to make my way over to aisle number 1. So I see that aisle number 1 is the tortilla aisle, but I need the Mission Estilo crunchy tortillas. So I look up and I see the soft shell Mission tortillas, but I need the crunchy shells. And bingo, there they go, the Mission Estilo crunchy tortillas. Okay, so I see that my next item is the cherry Coke. And I see that it's in aisle number 3. So I'm going to leave from aisle number 1 and make my way over to aisle number 3. So as soon as I got on aisle number 3, I saw the regular Cokes. But I'm not looking for the regular Cokes. I'm looking for the cherry Cokes. So I decided to keep looking around and around and around and around. And finally, I found it. The last cherry Coke on the shelf. So next up is the Nestle Splash Pineapple Mango Flavor Water. And I noticed that it's still on aisle number 3. I'm already on aisle number 3, so I can stay on the same exact aisle. Okay, so I'm still facing towards the soda section. So I decided to turn to the right side of me, and I see that they have different brands of water. But I'm looking for the Nestle Splash. So I decided to continue looking around in the water section. And what do you know? Nestle Splash right there. Okay, so now I am looking for the 24 case of the Ozarka water. So I see on my right side that there's different brands of water. The crystal water. I see they have Ozarka in the gallons, but I don't need that. I need the 24 case. So I see over here they had a natural spring water. And a little further down, that's where I saw the 24 case of Ozarka water right there. So next up, I have the Rotel tomatoes and the Swanson beef broth. And they're both on aisle number 5. So I'm in the canned tomato section, and I see that they have the Rotel brands. So I look at my first option, and it's the fire roasted diced tomatoes. So I look at my second choice, and I see the Mexican style brand. Don't need those either. So I look over, and I still see the fire roasted diced tomatoes. So I look over towards my left, and I see the original no salt added. Don't need those. So I look a little further. Now I see the mild. Don't need that either. So I look over to the left, and bingo, the original brand right there. So next up is the Swanson beef broth, and it's still on aisle number 5. So I see different kinds of the Swanson broth in containers, but I'm looking for the ones in the cans. So I decided to look down at the bottom shelf to see if I saw it. And there they go, right at the bottom. Not the 50% less sodium, but the regular Swanson beef broth is right here. So next up are the Dixie 2X 48 count paper plates. Okay, so I see the 2X Dixie 86 count plates, but those aren't the right ones. So I look down and I see the 48 count, and those are the correct ones, and they are going into the baskets. So next up is the Caesar filet wet dog food. Okay, before I go any further, I just want y'all to know that I'm looking for the New York strip flavor and the filet mignon, the purple and blue box. Okay, so I'm on the dog food aisle, and I see that they had a small individual dog foods, but I look down at the boxes, because I'm looking for the boxes, and remember, I'm looking for the purple and blue box. Not blue and red, but purple and blue. And there it goes. The right one. So next up is the ground beef, the 73% lean and 27% fat. So I see these 3 pounds of the ground beef, but I'm looking for the 1 pound, and this is 80% lean and 20% fat. So I look across the way and I see that there's more meat over there. So I decided to make my way over there to see if they had the right size. Okay, so I see that they have the 73% lean and 27% fat. That's the one that I need, but they still have it in a 3 pound. I need the 1 pound. So I look up and I see the 1 pound, but it's 80% lean and 20% fat. But I need the other one. So this is the right one right here. 1 pound right here. Next up is the Private Selection Angus Ground Beef Chuck, the 16 ounce, the 80% lean and 20% fat. So I see that they had a ground beef in a 48 ounce container, 80% lean and 20% fat. This is the wrong brand and the wrong size. So I look over to my right at the Private Selection. They have the right brand, but the wrong size. I'm looking for the 16 ounce. So I look up the top shelf, and what do you know? There it goes. The right brand and the right size. Though, so that is going into the baskets. So now I have 12 more items to go. Next up is the Simply Limeade 52 ounce bottle. Okay, so I'm in the lemonade section and I see the Simply Lemonade with the strawberry, but I don't want that one. So I look up and I see the Simply Cranberry. That's cranberry. Don't need that one. I'm looking for the lime. So I look down below, still don't see it. I look over to my right, and what do you know? There it goes right there. The Simply Limeade in a 52 ounce bottle. So gonna grab that one and I'm gonna put it into the basket. Now I'm gonna get a dozen of the Kroger Grade A large eggs. Okay, so I see that they have the Eggland's Best eggs and the white and the brown ones, but I don't need those eggs. So I look down below and I see that they have the dozen and a half of the Kroger Grade A large eggs, but I don't need those. So I'm still looking for the 1 dozen Grade A large eggs. So I look over there and there it is. A dozen of the Grade A large eggs. Bingo. So I'm gonna open up, grab it, and put it into the basket because that is the correct one. And I always like to open up my eggs to make sure none of them are cracked for the customers. I do that for my personal eggs too. So I realized that the eggs weren't scanning, and I'm like, what's going on? These are the right eggs. So I had to go back to my app to make sure. So I realized that those were the wrong eggs. I'm looking for the dozen and a half eggs, not just the dozen. So I overlooked it. So now I had to get the correct eggs. I realized that the dozen and a half were the right ones all along. That box is torn up, so I'm not getting that one. Let me get this box right here. If I can get the thing out, stuck. There we go. Yep, you see how it is when you overlook things? Sometimes you really, really got to take your time and pay attention. So I'm going to open them up, check out the eggs. Perfect eggs for the customers. Next up is the Sunny D in a whole gallon. So I see lots of orange juice, but I'm looking for the Sunny D. Then I realized that it's on the bottom shelf, but all I see are the half a gallons. I'm looking for the whole gallon. So I want to see if I can do a replacement since they are completely out of all of the gallons. So I attempt to pick it up and I look at it and I realize that this can do it. So I put it away and I'm going to look a little further. Then I look behind me and I notice that there is another Sunny D, but in a whole gallon all the way in the back right there. Wow, the very last one. So I grab it and I am going to put it into the basket. Customer got lucky. So now I have 9 more items left. The coleslaw, meatballs, chimichanga burritos, pepperoni hot pockets, fudge pops, Eggo French toast, French fries, broccoli, and tomatoes. So whenever I pick out my tomatoes, I always check to see if they soft or firm. If they too soft, I don't get them. If they firm, they're just right. And I also check my lettuce or my coleslaw for brown spots. No brown spots. So this bag of coleslaw is good to go. Okay, now this is how you weigh your tomatoes. This screen is going to pop up and you're going to put the quantity. So I got 3 tomatoes. So I'm going to type in 3 and then I'm going to weigh it on the scale. So now I got my tomatoes and I am going to put them on the scale to weigh it. Okay, I don't know what this is. Some lime rice. I don't know who put that there, but I put them on the scale. That looks like 0.25. All right. Okay, so after I weighed the tomatoes, I'm then going to type in 3 for the quantity and 0.25 pounds for the weight. And that's how you put it in. And then I push confirm. So next up are the Monterey beef, bean, and cheese flavored chimichangas, the 8-pack. Okay, so right there I see the Monterey bean and cheese burritos, the 8-pack. So that's the correct one. Then I look at it closely and I notice that those say burritos, not chimichangas, and it don't have beef in it. So I pick it back up and put it back because that is not the correct one. That's what I mean. You really got to be careful when you guys are looking at these things because some items look exactly alike. So I look down for the beef, bean, and cheese chimichangas. Those are the spicy ones. I'm looking for the regular ones, and there they are. The beef, bean, and cheese chimichangas. Got to pay attention. So next up are the 2-pack pepperoni pizza hot pockets, the garlic buttery crust. So now I'm searching for the 2-pack of the pepperoni garlic buttery crust. I see that's 12 packs. I need to look down below for 2 packs. I see the sliced beef and cheddar in a 2-pack. No, that's not it. I see more steak and cheddar. No, that's not it. I see the 4 cheese pizza, but no, I need pepperoni. I see meatball and mozzarella. So I came to realize that they didn't have it. So I let the customer know, hey, they don't have it. Would you like a replacement? I sent her a picture of the different replacements. She said, yes, please. Meatball and mozzarella. Gotcha. So now I'm going to put in the replacement, the Hot Pockets Italian style meatballs. So the Italian style meatballs are right here on the screen. The quantity is 1. So I'm going to type in number 1. Boom. Number 1. Okay, now I'm going to put this into the basket. So next up were the Fudge Pops. And I noticed that they were out of the skinny Fudge Pops. So I clicked on the replacement and I noticed that she had the Bluebell bigger fudge bars. So I texted her and said, they're out of stock. Would you like a replacement? I showed her both of the pictures. I said, would you like the bigger bars instead? So she responded and said, that will be just fine. Thanks. And I said, you are very welcome. Smiley face. So now I am all done. So now I'm ready for checkout. So my entire basket is full. Have everything in here. Have a case of soda down there and a case of water. I want to thank you guys so much for tagging along with this shopping tour. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this, please let me know. Peace out.